The date is November 10th, 2016, and a speech is to be given in front of the class. A busy schedule distracts the students from learning what they should have in their research among each topic. As excuses start formulating within the students' heads, the first speech needs to be given. There is nervous behavior all over the room, and the children are not ready to give this speech. As the first speech is underway, you can tell that the sources are hardly integrated into the paper, and that the knowledge of the speaker is lackluster. The analysis of the information is weak, with uncommon connections and techniques used that are hardly sufficient. These techniques that are used are called fallacies, my friends. They are the downfall to any speech or discussion. A fallacy is a common way to produce the information that is inaccurate based on unsound reasoning and inconsistent information that can be proven wrong based on common knowledge. My name is Kenny Alvarez, and I want to go over a straw man fallacy and a slippery slope fallacy and tell you more about these. People often believe that one event has a direct correlation to another event without actually having any information backing up their assertions. Well, this begins the basis of a slippery slope fallacy. The Texas State Department of Philosophy summarizes that a slippery slope fallacy is a course of action that is rejected because it has little to no evidence that one event will consist to another event in a chain reaction. Well, as you could imagine, these actions can snowball, making the information absurd and hardly believable. The person stating these end results now looks like a fool. He obviously assumed that this information would be correct, but the audience does not believe this. These claims can kill your speech and also lose all credibility within the speaker. Now let's take another example. Imagine that you're facing an opponent that you know their pivotal weakness. Well, surely this would be a great advantage, but an unfair advantage nonetheless. This is also a basic principle of the straw man effect. You build up an argument of an opposing side based on false information or distorted information, and then you knock it down thinking that you have succeeded. Well, you basically reconstructed the essential message, and this is ruining the information. Stanford Education Philosophy reveals that to be successful, a straw man argument requires the audience to be ignorant or uninformed of the original argument. Well, the speaker is essentially assuming that their audience is ignorant to the subject. Now, when the audience realizes that a straw man is being used, how do you think this is going to make them feel? Well, this could even make the audience angry and cause your audience to now have a bad impact of your speech. Well, as a speaker, your primary concern of the presentation is to properly inform the audience. And this is often used falsely with these techniques. Building a connection to the spectators is essential, and knocking them down with a fallacy is not acceptable. Do not be consumed by these fallacies that so many speeches go down with. You need to have logical facts that are known by reason and established with concise meaning. That every statement is bettering your communication, and this allows for success. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.